Hey, what's going on? Daniel here. So, this video is specifically for business owners that are running ads, specifically meta ads or Facebook ads as you know it, but they're not seeing results. You're spending money, you're not getting any results back, or maybe you're not profitable. In this video, I'm going to help you fix those problems. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why your ads may not be working and what you need to fix those problems. This video is non-conventional. There's no jump cuts, no edits, no flashy edits whatsoever. So this is really for people who are looking to fix those problems. And if you want to work together with me, I've helped business owners over the last 5 plus almost 6 plus years run ads. I've spent over $7 million in ads and generated over 20 to $25 million in revenue for brands, a lot of brands, national brands that you may probably have heard of. So I know one or two things about the subject. So the number one reason why your ads may not be working is because you're targeting everyone and you're converting no one. And I see this happen so many times. You think your product solves a lot of problems, and you really want to speak to a lot of those solutions, and you really want to speak to all of these problems that your product solve. But what you're doing in that case is that you're diluting the effect that your product may have on that specific person, on that one person that is looking for a solution. So, what you need to do in this case is to niche down and find your audience, define your ideal customer profile, your ICP. You want to define your ideal customer profile and you want to speak to that one person. Say, for example, you have a product that helps people reduce anxiety, reduce stress, increase productivity. Now, you may be tempted to speak to all of these things, reduce anxiety, increase productivity, reduce stress. But this is not how you want to approach your marketing. What you want to do is you really want to focus on one of these benefits of your product. If that's to increase productivity, you really want to drill down on that one thing because productivity is huge. Everybody wants to be productive. So, what I would recommend is that you speak to productivity, and maybe further down the line in your funnel, you can now speak to a lot of these benefits, the rest of these benefits, as the things that people are likely to gain when they purchase a product. And this could apply to any product in any industry, in any niche as well. So you really want to target to one person. You want to make sure you drill down your message, you refine your message to speak to one ideal customer profile, and you want to do that only. So gone are the days where you can just just bundle up a bunch of benefits, messages, and just keep talking about everything that your product does. What that does again is that it waters down the effect that your message may have on that one person, and they think it's not for them. So drill down your message, refine your message, define your ideal customer profile, and speak to that one person. Number two, your offer sounds like everyone else's. Okay, when people are on social media, they're not there to buy, and you are there to interrupt their pattern and present your offer or your product as the thing that they need. So if you sound like everybody else, right? If you sound like the next product they've seen before, the last product they've seen before, and product they've seen, in a number of times, you're not going to stand out. They're not convinced. They're not too sure how your product is different from everybody else's, and they're not likely to buy. So what you want to do is make sure your offer is crystal clear, make sure your offer is outcome driven, and make sure it's different from your competition. And remember this, make sure it is outcome driven. You want to speak to the outcomes of your product, what it really does to them. Say for example, you are selling a product that helps people again increase productivity and reduce stress and anxiety. You don't want to tout your product as this is a product that has been in the market for 25 years. No, being in the market for 25 years does nothing. But imagine saying something like increase your productivity, which in turn helps you make more money, because at the end of the day, there's an underlying reason why people buy a product. They don't just want to buy a product to increase their productivity for nothing. There's an underlying reason why they want to increase their productivity. Maybe they want to spend more hours working. They want to build better products. They want to create better solutions, or they want to spend more time with their family. or they want to feel more fulfilled in that sense. So you want to speak to the outcomes, to the benefit of that product, rather than its singular merits. Like it's been in the market for 25 years. It was built by doctors and PhD holders and whatnot. People don't care about who created the product or how it was created or how long it's been in the market for. They only care about what it does for them. And that's why you should make sure your product is different from everybody else's. The third reason why your ads may not be working is because your creative is not thumb stopping. I mean, your creatives are just boring. So we're approaching an era where marketing is become more AI driven. Every platform wants you to be able to set up your campaigns within 5 minutes and be done with it. To the point where creatives is the new targeting. If you go on these platforms and you try to select your interest and whatnot, which is good, you should still select your interest. But at the end of the day, the creatives that you're putting out, meaning your graphics, your videos, your images, they are the ones that will tell the algorithm who you're targeting, including your ad copy as well. So your creatives needs to speak to that one person as much as your ad copy does. You need to be creative in the way that you structure the message on your graphics, in the things, in the words that your influencers or that you speak in the videos that you put out, to the point that it's not just addressing everyone. Those things are speaking to something. It's either speaking to the chemical composition of the product, or it's speaking to the nutritional benefits of the product, or it's speaking to the person that the product is meant for. So your creatives are the new targeting, and you have to make sure that your creatives are speaking to that one person that you're trying to sell to. Number four, you're optimizing for clicks and not sales. And I see this happen way too many times where business owners, they want to run ads, they go on these platforms and they just want to boost engagement. They want to boost likes and follows and comments and all these things. But what you don't realize is that the algorithm knows who's going to buy from who's just going to scroll around and comment and engage. And these are two different types of people with different data points. The algorithm knows so much about us that we wouldn't even be able to comprehend. So when you're optimizing for clicks, you're not going to magically get sales. But if you optimize for sales, you will get sales because the algorithm knows, it tracks every single person that buys from you, and it goes out to find the people that are similar to that type of person that I've just purchased from you. So if you're optimizing for clicks, do not expect sales. If you're optimizing for engagement, do not expect sales. But if you optimize for clicks, if you optimize for sales, then you can expect sales to come in. So don't make that mistake. Don't be going into your ads manager and be, clicking engagement and all those things. It just doesn't work. And finally, you have launched your ads. You've launched your campaign, you've put money behind it, but your funnel is broken. Your landing page is not optimized. Your landing page is not mobile friendly. Your landing page is ugly. It doesn't seem professional. You don't have social proof, testimonials on your landing page. There's one thing to drive traffic. It's another thing to drive traffic to a sales page or to a landing page that has all the qualities of a proper high converting landing page. So if you have an ugly website, ugly websites do convert, but if that website is not optimized to drive sales, you're going to be losing a lot of money, and you're not going to be very successful with running ads. So you have to make sure that your headline, your product images, everything is well structured. Make sure you have testimonials, social proof on your website. It increases your conversions by at least 30% when you just have testimonials on the website. So make sure all of these things are in place so you're not just, throwing money towards ads and now you're thinking, oh, it's not working. Well, it's not going to work if you don't do all these things, or if you're doing some of these things that I mentioned in this video. So I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you want to work with me, again, it's going to be the first link in the description. You can book a call with me and we'll talk about your business. We'll talk about how we can use ads to improve your business, to get sales, and to get your business in the right direction. Again, my name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.